It's game number 67 of the season for the Flyers, and the second of a two-game homestand tonight as they start a pretty tough portion of their schedule, welcoming in the Toronto Maple Leafs to Wells Fargo Center. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Smith. Welcome into this Flyers game day preview of the Flyers coming off that win over San Jose the other night, now entering a very difficult portion of their schedule. 7 games in a row now, starting tonight, against teams that are with them in the Eastern Conference playoff race. 3 of them are on the road. 4 of them are here at Wells Fargo Center, and Toronto is going to be on the docket twice for the Flyers, so they're trying to get things off to a good start tonight against this Maple Leaf squad. We caught up with Garnet Hathaway at the morning skate today and also talked with associate coach Brad Shaw, who will be running the bench tonight, and they talked about the importance of taking this stretch one game at a time.
I think we've played really well against a lot of top teams, whether it's the last time we played Toronto or other teams, and I think right now we have to focus on those little details and being able to do that at home and playing that same disciplined game in all the parts of the game, right? We talked a lot about that today, about the things we need to focus on, and this is basically playoff hockey for us, and that's how we're going at it.
Well, I think there's an excitement that the games are meaningful right now. I don't think we really get too far ahead of ourselves. We're still taking things one game at a time, one day at a time, and regardless of that, the group of games we have in the next couple weeks are fairly daunting. But when you look at them one game at a time, we're capable of winning any night when we play our A game, and that's our challenge: is how close can we get to our best game with as many players as possible, as often as possible. And that's one of the great sort of puzzles for coaches, is how do you get your guys there as often as you can. And through this stretch, I think it is exciting for guys. And it's sort of the next step for the organization, and these key core young guys that we have, they need to play playoff games, and they need to, go through the lessons that come with 7-game series and the hardships and the highs and the lows, and everything's a little bit more, under the microscope, and and that's what's great about it. That's why it's the hardest trophy in the world to win, and learning how to do that is some of the steps we have to start taking here.
Flyers aren't expecting any changes to the lineup tonight, as Sam Ersson will be between the pipes. Ryan Poehling did not skate this morning, but he is expected to be good to go for the contest tonight against these Toronto Maple Leafs. Tonight's game is a 7:30 start at Wells Fargo Center, and it is a national streaming broadcast on ESPN Plus and Hulu tonight. We'll have the radio broadcast for you with Timmy and Fridge on 93.3 WMMR. That's your Flyers Game Day preview. I'm Brian Smith. Enjoy the game as the Flyers take on the Toronto Maple Leafs.